Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today what we're going to be doing is building the understairs cupboard, but before we do that we have to install an electric socket, and then we'll get our timbers cut, do the framing, and then we can start boarding. With this cupboard we're not just building a standard wall, we are going to be integrating a IKEA bookshelf into it with some doors at some point. So we're gonna have to do our measurements, cut around that, make sure everything's square, cut the laminated floor so we can drill straight into the floorboards below as well. This is the socket where essentially what we'll be doing is chasing out the wall up to about here. As you can see, this line that goes up here is where the new understairs wall will be integrated. So we want the socket to come out just on the other side, and then we can chase that up the stud wall. As you can see, I've already done my line. I've also installed a plumb line, bit of string that hangs down, so I know exactly where to mark out on the floor. And then we can go across up to that side of the wall as well, under the stairs. So we've got our timbers, 2x4. We've also got the spindles as well, which is birch ply. We need to get those treated, cut down. Got our 12.5mm plasterboard, and our tools that we'll need to get the work done. So also my neighbour's lending me his chop saw as well, which is a little bit cleaner cut than a circular saw, so quite fortunate. But a circular saw will do the job, but just make sure that you've got a square and your spirit level as well, a decent size one, and a tape measure, of course. So what we'll do, we'll get the electric switched off, we'll chase out that wall, and then we can insert a wire. We don't have to wire it up first, but we just obviously need to chase it out so we can put our stud in place. So I've just put this timber in place so I can draw a line. This is the line where we're going to cut. I'm actually using my circular saw, set it at really shallow depth, and then we could cut straight along the laminate on both sides in order to install the joists. So what I'll do is I'll put it on the other side of the plumb line, so we can get it to line up nice and clean, do our markings on both sides, and then we can just cut straight along.
If you find any value from these videos, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers at the minute, and your help would be much appreciated. Thank you.
What we've done is we've drilled a series of holes. So we've got our joist, we've got our first hole, which is right there, and then I've had to drill a series. We found the next joist, which is about 44 centimeters, so a little bit off, and then again about 44 centimeters from the middle one. So we're roughly around about the same. So what we could do is now find the last one and then get the top beam in. I've cut down the next two to go in, and then what we've got to do is frame this section here, and then we can do this next side panel. So we're making progress, a bit slower than I hoped, but do you know what, progress is progress, I guess. central. So wall to wall is 48, so we're 24. So it basically needs to be 21 centimeters each side. You can see we've done this section of the wall, and I'm now moving on to this section. This is where the main door is going to be, but we've now screwed this in, so it's screwed in at the sides down there, and it's on supports at the bottom. We've got a central noggin, and then central upright, and then I'm going to put 2 noggins either side to that. But yeah, really pleased with the way it's come out. So we can plasterboard around that section, which will be fantastic. Okay, so I'm pretty much done for the night. I'm just gonna chill out now, do the boarding tomorrow, so we can put the boards on here, and we can put the boards on here. Unfortunately, I am one upright short and need to put one here, but I also need to get my measurements for the door. But really happy with the space. I've also got to put some noggins in here to support that section of the wall, but it's come along really well. Really happy with the outcome so far. This I think is going to make a nice addition, and you know, it's the way it's going to be built in. The plasterboard will meet up to the corner, so it'll be flush fit. So today we are finishing off the wall. We're going to do some plasterboarding for now, and then we will finish off the framing here this side. So this bit's already to go to be boarded, so I can board all that section. Then what we'll do is we'll get our measurements for the door, so we know what size the door is going to be, and then we can finish the framing there. Okay guys, so we've done the framing. I do apologise, the camera died. So we framed this section off. Just got to do that bottom piece there, do that at a later time, not too fussed about that right now. Next stage is getting the door sizing in. So what the plan is we're going to fit a 762mm door, which is 76.2 centimeters, to go in the frame. As you can see, I've measured out roughly where we need to be and where we'll put this upright, so this will sit about there. We also need to take into consideration our door lining, which I think is about 28mm per side, so yeah, 2.8 centimeters each side, so we need to take that into consideration as well. So what we'll do is we'll get measured up, add our 2.8 times 2 to our 76 centimeters, and then that will give us the diameter that we need. I know that this is straight as an arrow because I've just measured it, and then we can get this one in, get some noggins in, and we can start frame boarding that ready for the opening. Right, so we've now done this section here, put our noggins in, we've now got our door opening, got a cross beam here for the height of the door, and then what we'll do is just put some sections in here so we can apply our plasterboard to this bit of timber, and then later we'll do this bit here, but we're getting there.
If you find any value from these videos, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers at the minute, and your help would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Right, so now that we've boarded all of that off, that is now complete on the external side anyway. So then we've got the internal. Now what we're going to do is move on to this section here. We're not doing a whole lot because remember I will be putting in a shoe cupboard, that'll be in a separate video. But for now we're going to put a timber straight down there, board off this, and then put a back panel ready for the completion of the cupboard. Real quickly, I'm currently just framing this section here. I've bolted the bottom section together, should have drawn up to there, and I'm now doing this bit. What I've done is I've obviously bolted it together. What I did is I put this bit of timber up against it, marked a line, put an arrow, and then what I've done is I've cut that section out. So this will sit against the, I can't remember what they call this part of the stairs, but it'll sit against it. I can bolt it in there, and then I can bolt it at the bottom. Then we'll just put a one going right up there, and then we can put this bit of timber plasterboard on, ready for this section to be completed. And then we've obviously got to put MDF board at the back section there, but this bit is going to be plasterboard. So I'm just going to be putting this support at the back, drilling that into the wall so we can put our MDF board in preparation for our pull-out drawers, our shoe storage, or storage, just storage in general. So what we need to do is line up this back one in exact line with this. So we've got our framing behind, and we need the plasterboard to meet up to the framing, up to the corner over there. So what I'm going to do is put a marking at the corner here, and put a marking on the corner here where it ends, so I know to do a straight line, split it in half, and then we'll just take the slight edge off the plasterboard to meet up close. Right, so that's fitting beautifully. I had to just sand it down a little bit at the top because the line wasn't quite as clean as I want. When the carpenter fit the batten, it wasn't 100%. It's off by about 3 or 4 mil. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna shoot him for that, but you know.